It can be dangerous out there on the road, but one guy who managed to survive the journey was Jack Kerouac. He wrote about his experiences on an unbroken sheet of butcher paper. Up until recently, when you read on the road, it was hardly edited. But recently, a special commemorate edition came out, which contained his first draft, which of course, as you all know, had no punctuation and did not use the letter L. It was much more of an autobiography, and some of the passages would have been unpublishable because of their erotic content. This was also before he changed the names of the lead characters from their actual names, though the talking dog was still called Skippy. What's your road, man? Holy Boy Road? Madman Road? Rainbow Road? Guppy Road? Any road. It's an anywhere road. For anybody anyhow, baby. Why don't I let Jack say the rest of it?
Out we jumped in the warm, mad night, hearing a wild tenor man's bawling horn across the way going, "Ee-yah, ee-yah," and hands clapping to the beat, and folks yelling, "Go, go, go." And far from escorting the girls into the place, Dean Moriarty was already racing across the street with his huge bandaged thumb in the air yelling, "Blow, man, blow!" And a bunch of colored men in Saturday night suits were whooping it up in front. It was a sawdust saloon, all wood, with a small bandstand near the john on which the fellas huddled with their hats on, blowing over people's heads. A crazy place not far from Market Street, in the dingy Skid Row rear of it. Crazy, floppy women wandered around sometimes in their bathrobes, bottles clanked in alleys. In back of the joint in the dark corridor, beyond the splattered toilets, scores of men and women stood against the wall drinking wine spody-ody and spitting at the stars. Wine spody-ody being wine, whiskey, and beer. And the behatted tenor man was blowing at the peak of a wonderfully satisfactory free idea.
We're going to travel farther up the road now, and if we get too far up the road, remember what Yogi Bear said. When you arrive at a fork in the road, take it. That's good advice, and this is a good song. It was a big hit for James Carr, but we're going to play it by Mudboy and the Neutrons. I can already hear you asking, who are Mudboy and the Neutrons? Well, they're a band of music legends from down Memphis way. That's Sid Salvage, Lee Baker, Jimmy Crosswaite, and of course that musical maestro from Memphis, Jim Dickinson. Jim played with Van Cooter, the Stones, Aretha Franklin. He even played with me on occasion. He was never one of those guys who could fit into a pigeonhole. He was as at home producing Screamin' Jay Hawkins as he was producing Big Star or The Replacements. He was the kind of guy you could call if you needed someone to play piano, fix a tractor, or make red coleslaw from scratch. He passed it on down to his kids, too. His sons have a band called the North Mississippi All-Stars. But right now, it's Daddy's turn to shine. Here's Jim Dickinson, Mudboy and the Neutrons, from their 1995 record, They Walk Among Us, Dark End of the Street.